very special. It is a very special occasion today that we get to interview someone who's come from across the oceans to visit and to participate in the Sentient 2019 Summit. Very warm welcome to Dr. Zen, who's come all the way from Japan. We are extremely privileged to have you here. We know that TAVR is an evolving field in India. How is the TAVR programs and how are they back at home in Japan for y'all? Are they we are still in infancy here. We are still starting. We've probably done 500 to 700 cases in our country. How is it back at home for y'all, sir?
It is my pleasure to be here, and I'm very excited to attend this meeting. And there is a lot of also attendees. It's my very big surprise. And in Japan, almost 5 years have passed. The TAVR procedure has started, and from the hearing this conference, maybe such kind of relatively situation is relatively the same situation between the India and Japan compared to the other Western country, and I have a lot of experience from this conference in terms of the new risk stratification strategy or the.
So what do you feel about the Sentient Summit 2019? I know 2019. We are basically trying to get a group of doctors who are a mix of cardiologists, surgeons, anesthetists, echocardiographers, because we also believe a lot in the heart team approach and trying to get this as a group where everyone should grow together. What do you think about the summit this year?
This kind of structure of the summit, this kind of multidisciplinary approach to the severe AS patient is same situation also in Japan. There is some conference same as this Sentient Summit also in Japan, and in this conference there's a lot of kind of different specialties attending also, and this is a very important point. But in my opinion, in the TAVR procedure, maybe a cardiovascular interventionist has a key role to advance TAVR procedure situation, because when we make a TAVR, there is some other different kind of risk to be managed. For instance, coronary protection or the access site complication management, something like that. So I think that this kind of the multidisciplinary approach is very important. But this kind of structure will be advanced mainly by the cardiovascular interventionalists.
So I completely agree, because a lot of the scientific content is focused not only on TAVR in general, but a lot of it is focused on the different subsets of TAVR here. And you were speaking about the risk stratifications. So there is a very big difference, we know, in coronaries between the West and between Asians.
Yes.
Do you feel that there is a similar difference in the TAVR and structural hearts as well between the Westerners and between Asians?
Risk stratification for the TAVR candidates very different, especially in our country, because maybe the older age patient, and maybe we always perform the TAVR, especially to a large amount of the moderately frailty patient in our country,
Right.
because government insurance covered all of the TAVR procedure. So the every patient can have such kind of the high cost treatment. So maybe such kind of the situation is different from each country. So as you say that compared to other Western countries, this kind of situation is very different.
We actually face a lot of problems with that because our insurance companies in India have still not recognized TAVR as a established treatment. So we are still facing that problem here, but we are hoping to get past it, and with that our numbers should start shooting. So what do you feel is the future of TAVR? Over the last 5 years that you all have been doing it, and the way the technology is evolving, so many valves are coming up.
Yes.
How do you feel the TAVR is going to be in 2030?
Next 5 years,
Yes.
maybe the TAVR procedure will replace surgical wave.
Yes.
Because also in our countries, many patients want to have a TAVR instead of the surgical wave. Maybe nobody can be open their chest, so maybe replace the surgical wave, and if we can solve the problem of the conduction disturbance, pacemaker implantation, such kind of the trend is more increase, I think.
Wonderful.
Yes.
That is actually a very, very important point there. That seems to be the main differentiating point between surgical and percutaneous approach for aortic valve replacement.
Yes.
But it was fabulous to have your inputs and to have a chat with you. We are extremely delighted that faculty and people like you, when they come to our meetings, like for us, it is just adding a piece of cherry to the cake, and we appreciate your inputs all through the summit. Thank you so much for being here, and it was wonderful talking to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.